everyone. I'm going to start a garden tour right here. We just harvested these blueberries today. There was actually at least 3 more handfuls in there because I ate some, my husband ate some, and I keep snacking on them. But it was almost full. You look, my zinnias are getting bigger. My nasturtiums are getting bigger. My dog's being noisy. My lemon balm's doing better. My garlic is almost ready to harvest. I actually harvested last year's, would have been yesterday last year. I came up on my memories. Look how big that sunflower is getting. All of my sunflowers are different heights. And as you can see, the little white butterflies are flying all over my garden. My leeks are going to seed. I'm actually going to harvest those here shortly after I get off of here. We've been eating strawberries like crazy. I've had 2 ripe chili peppers, and there's a bunch of little ones. I'll take you over there. Another volunteer tomato. Look at this. I'm getting volunteers all over the place. There's actually 2 of them here because there's one underneath the other one. Look at my amaranth. It's getting so tall and pretty, except for the leaf that's been getting ate. I took a bug off of it yesterday. Haven't found any more since, so. That nasturtium needs some leaves taken off of it that are looking kind of sad. My dog's being noisy again. I got marigolds coming in underneath here. Basil. My peppers aren't doing nothing. Except for this one. And this one has lots of peppers on it. See that? Just a little guy with a bunch of little peppers. And strawberries. Pepper, no. If you're going to bark, you can go inside. Flowers are still doing good over here. I need to deadhead some of them, as usual. This side is growing slower than the other side, but some of them are this far up now. So getting there. And this side, some of them are all the way up to the top. You see that one's actually way above the top. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Let's get closer. There, now you can see it. Oh, there's a black bee buzzing around me. Look at those. Inside, Pepper. Inside. Inside. But my beans are looking all pretty over here. My loofahs are actually finally starting to take off. And so are these guys. That's I think this is the Cucuzi and that's the Rumicante. And those are pumpkins. The watermelons didn't come up. My cucumbers. And these beans are getting really tall. And so is the sunflower in the middle of them. And this guy is actually climbing now. needs to hang on to that. And if you look over here, these are the bell peppers, sweet peppers that I bought. They're the yellow ones. And there's one on both of those plants. Just one. And one of my peppers that I grew from seed is actually starting to pick up. None of the rest of them, though. This watermelon's doing pretty good. It's spreading all over the place. Let's keep it away from the grapes. Get that. My calendula and my chrysanthemums are looking like I probably need to take them out and put some new ones in. My kale's doing great, and so is my collards. And look at this. The carrots are already going to seed. I'm not getting an actual carrot harvest, obviously. My mint and my comfrey are doing great. And they're taking over my borage. My poor borage is buried under the comfrey. But I can handle that. This baby is looking beautiful this year. And there's mint back behind that. Need to trim these guys and dry them out. I transplanted a bunch of beans. Some of them are doing good, some of them aren't. Some of them are actually starting to climb. I transplanted all of the tomatoes that were just volunteers in this garden along this trellis over here. There's quite a few. But since then, I've gotten more volunteers. There's one there and one there. That's not doing so hot. Oh, I got 3 more right here. I got volunteer tomatoes all over the place this year. And if you look here, I got the start. This is my butternut. Most of them are just dying off. And just flowers on that one so far. Oh, look at there. We got one starting. My squashes aren't doing a whole lot yet. But look at all of these tomatoes. There's flowers on most of them. The sand cherry's looking kind of sad. Still. Is that a weed or is that one of my Aunt Molly's? I'm not sure. Kind of looks like it could be either. And another volunteer. And that I planted. That is watermelon, I believe. And then those are just weeds. Yeah, I think some of these are going to live. I noticed the ones that are in the shade aren't growing near as fast as the rest of them. They are growing though. These guys are actually going to get moved over there. It's going to be their permanent home. This is going to stay in ground, we decided. So we're going to put like asparagus and artichoke, these walking onions, and not sure what else yet, but I want that to be my permanent bed. Maybe some of my kales that I let grow tall. That might be a good idea. Okay, what is that? Something is making a nest on the dead leaf. Interesting. I'll have to get my clippers out and clip that. These right here are all Chadwick cherries. Ooh, I got some bugs eating over here. You can see that. Those beans are getting ate all the way up. I bet you that's my cabbage moths. I'm almost certain that's my cabbage moths. My collards are starting to get leaves back on them. Only at the top though, which is kind of weird. Look at that pretty marigold. There's another one just like it down at the other end of my tomatoes. I've been told that these are bush tomatoes, the 42-day. So I've been leaving them alone. I did clear out the bottom that was touching the ground, but other than that, they're getting left alone. And then all of my other ones are indeterminates, and they will be climbing up. All of those along there. And if you look right here, I got tomatoes on both of those. Oh, I should have showed you. We can come back and show you that. We harvested a bunch of blueberries earlier, and there's already some ready to come again. We just picked them this morning. I got mint growing right here. I'm trying to keep it short so it doesn't overtake the blueberries, since it won't stay gone. My lavender's doing good. These sunflowers are doing good. And look at, I'm getting coriander from my cilantro. And those, I pretty much decided that the bugs are going to eat them. And I think my neighbors spray their yard. And it looks like they got some of my leaves. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm not liking that. I definitely got some of my leaves through that fence. And here's where I actually planted my Aunt Molly's. They're really tiny, but they're growing. No tomatoes on these yet. Lots of flowers though. Yep. The rake got left out here and it's leaning on my plants. That would be my husband, probably. My potatoes are doing good. We moved these strawberries over here so that they'll get more water when I'm watering. But I'm finding that these containers dry out really quick. So some of these might go in the ground too. Because I've been told that strawberries underneath asparagus is really good. So they might be going under my asparagus. Look at all of these. I actually got some flowers coming on right here. Hello, little bee. Oh, you're not a bee, you're a wasp. Guess you still pollinate. Let's see, can I get him? He took off. You look right there, I got pretty sure those are ground cherries as well. But this is what I was going to show you over here. Look at all of those. And it looks like I might have some red here soon. It doesn't want to zoom in on that. But there's a bunch of them in there. Anyway, that's how the garden's going right now. Better look than I gave you yesterday. I am still loving the leaves on these. Looking forward to these starting to get flowers. And with the heat lately, I think I'm going to have to water again tonight because these are looking really dry. And when I put my finger in, they're pretty dry too, even though I did an hour. This is just not our norm. Anyway, that's my garden for now. Have a great day.